these are obviously little pieces of shit that are used for like jokes, like joke shit.
Did you imagine getting in a fight and then someone has to remove your socks and use it to tickle your feet and give you a nickel?
Oh, so you want to hear Ryan Reynolds saying like you got shoved that big cock in my pika pika ass?
Just to kill two birds with one rough jerk off.
I wish I had a fun intro, but it's been a day today, folks. So
here we
are. I wish I had something
gold.
fun and original that was fun and comedic for you guys, but Slim's had a day.
Yep.
So we are
technically we've all had a day.
Technically we've all had a day. I've had an eventful day, full of events that I didn't like, but we're not going to stress about that on the show because we're here now, and we're gonna have a good old fashioned dad fucking here in the dungeon tonight, and I'm gonna fuck my blues away.
That's how you got to do it, folks. Go to www.thedapperdads.com and
fuck your blues away.
Fuck your phone. Make sure to pull up our podcast while you're listening to porn, because no one likes anything more than porn music videos that you didn't realize were going to be a music video.
Usually set to like UK dubstep or grime music, I've found.
But I've got one that I'm fond of, the video, and and the song being played is TNT by AC/DC.
I'm more okay with that. I'm more okay with that.
I want to emphasize that there needs to be the audio from the pornography in this specific video.
See, because I don't like that. I don't like the audio from it with the music.
I don't like it either, but this is like a type of category where words are said specifically
that work with the video.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
I want it to be cut to TNT in a very specific choppy manner where it's like
and
it's
TNT, not.
And you see like 3 different thrusts to TNT.
It's not.
Well, maybe we should make it. Pop it on the Patreon for people.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
What do you guys want from us? Do you want artistic pornography commentaries? Do you want compilations? Do you want like
commentaries too? We've kind of done it before.
Yeah, I mean,
www.patreon.com/dapperdads. Get the reference already. Or don't, because I've heard you don't want the reference.
I've heard you don't want the reference from people that have listened to it. But if you love this show and you would like to have it, if you can imagine just a slight bit more unhinged, make sure to check out our Patreon. We have exclusive episodes every month.
There's more stuff coming.
Coming. Lots of goodies for you guys. Summer 2019 is going to bring about lots of fun shit for you Patreon subscribers. So don't miss out. Don't be like the guys who saw us at the Valet show last year and then now that Valet's blowing up, they wish they were on the bandwagon. Don't be a
on the bandwagon. And tell all your friends they're stupid. Be such a bandwagon fan that you stop listening to us shortly because you're like, they've peaked, they were better. I only listened to episodes
36 through 48 were the best. After that, they just started
I'm more of a
down.
fan through 7 through like 15. That was where they really hit their stride.
Really want people to argue about us like we argue about The Simpsons. That's what I want.
They can, because we already have. We're creeping up to 100. Please tell us what you would like our 100th episode to be.
We have no
Lord
ideas.
Knows we're not making the plans.
If you have any ideas about what you would like us to do for our special... Feasibly. We can't go back in time and fuck a dinosaur.
Light off of 100 firecrackers around your dick. Like a bayonet.
Yeah, like we're not.
That doesn't even make sense.
A bayonet? That's a knife on the end of it. Gun, you moron! You're thinking of a gun clip. You're not even thinking of the right thing. You're thinking of a drum clip on an old Tommy gun.
You're thinking of a bandolier, you fucking idiot.
You're thinking of a banjo, you moron.
Yeah, you're thinking of a band on the run.
You're thinking of banjo kazooie, you goddamn imbecile.
So yeah, go to fucking your email on your phone, because no one uses computers anymore for some reason, and type in dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com. Fire off a hot, spicy internet mail directly to us about what you want from the 100th episode or whatever the fuck. We don't care. You guys talk to us all the time, and we'll be getting into it. We got some submissions, baby.
Lots of submissions for
you. You can also folks. Call or text, specifically call 402-7-DAPPER. That's 402-732-7737, and leave us a voicemail. We have one that we'll be getting to, hopefully, this episode, because we teased it last episode. Then we didn't even play it because we don't give a fuck. We'll just do whatever the fuck we want. It's my show. Yeah. We have so many submissions we have to go through and cherry pick the best one. You think this is easy listening to you guys all day? Because it is, and I love it. And you can reach out to Slim at any time. Easy not replying to things?
Slim has lots of free time. You can reach out to him.
Slim's got a life full of agony.
Agony is the best word for
it.
Sharp agony would be the most specific term I could put to it. It's an agony that feels like a sharp knife constantly lodged in my spine.
Fantastic. Go to fucking Twitter and follow @DapperDads. That's where we throw the words in. We ran a poll for the emoji that we're riding or dying with. And to be honest with you, since this is recorded in the future, we have no idea what it is.
But it is a close run.
I know it's in the running.
I know it's in the running, and I know it's a close tie between two of them. So we want to see.
I'm thinking we're also going to put it on Facebook just to get a wide net, and then we'll cross-reference the data, and then we'll pick our favorite emoji. And the whole thing was just a sham, baby.
Baby, we'll do what we want at the end of the day.
Welcome. We're con artists. Step number 1, get a bunch of people to listen to us. Step number 2, question marks. Step number 3, $signs.
Hey, baby, that's how we do it. They don't call me a local shyster for nothing.
Follow us on Instagram at dapperdadspodcast, where we...
I guarantee every single picture has been taken out of context.
Yes, they take them all out of context, make a nice little collage, print it on a pillow, sleep with it every night.
Get some fluids on it. Let us know what the fluids are.
Yeah, only if they're the classiest of fluids.
Yeah,
what's the classiest body fluid? Snot?
I'm trying to think.
Earwax?
I'm trying to think of a term that isn't gross here.
Okay, this is going to take a while. All right, a lot of confusion on his face.
I'm just going to say it. Pussy juice?
Okay, that's the classiest?
The classiest.
I don't think that's the classiest.
You're telling me a dripping wet pussy isn't the classiest?
No, what about cum leaking out of a man's ass?
That is not classy at all. There's nothing classy about that.
You know what is crazy? Speaking of porno, which we have
never talked about on the show.
We could throw it in at any point and it's irrelevant.
Pretty much.
Speaking of porno, I was watching one in the comfort of a forest that I thought was more abandoned than it ended up being.
I was watching one in the comfort of an abandoned home that definitely was a hobo camp, and I found out after I was walking on the hobos.
I was watching one in an abandoned home, and I'm using abandoned loosely because it was a beautiful white suburban household that is never going to be the same anymore. But I'm watching one in the comfort of those people's house while I wait for them to make the fucking dinner already. And it was just a regular amateur one that spoke to me, so I'm watching it. And it's one of those ones where it's different days like we have all the time now. Too many plots to follow. And the guy comes in the girl's mouth. She stands up and spits it into his mouth. And I think there should have been a trigger warning.
He got snowballed.
He got snowballed, and I think there should have been a trigger warning.
There absolutely should have been a trigger warning.
I shouldn't just be stumbling into snowballs.
Absolutely not. I shouldn't.
Winter.
Why can't you just cut the porno off when the guy comes like they do all the time? Like, I don't need to see her spit into his mouth. Who wants that?
I don't know. I knew a guy who was friends with a guy that I met, and the friend played rugby. I feel like I've said this on here, and enjoyed snowballs. And I think that is the perfect juxtaposition of life. Big, strong rugby's like the most aggressive sport you can play. Big, strong man, solid jawline. And then once you find that out about someone, every time you have to look at that person,
all you can see is that dude swallowing his own cum
in your mouth.
Yeah. Because
it's odd.
Personally,
and nothing wrong with that if that's what floats your boat. But
no, personally, we don't judge on the show. Personally, I'm a big fan of when a girl takes a shot in the mouth, shows it to you, and then swallows it. If she spits it out, that's cool too. I don't say spitters or quitters, even though it's implied.
I prefer if a woman will willingly take a load in the mouth, and then she spits it into champagne flutes, and then she does the thing where you rub the rim of it, and it makes different sounds because she spit different amounts of cum.
But she ends up playing a beautiful wine cup rendition of Womp Womp.
Yeah, she's very well versed in it. Also, if you could spin plates while I come in your mouth, big fan of that. Hard to find a video like that.
If you can pat your head and rub your tummy while I come in your mouth, that's the real challenge.
But then
right there.
I like that. But then when they fuck it up,
pat
their tummy and rub their head.
It ruins the whole thing for me.
Ruined orgasms.
It's always like, oh, I'm gonna come, and then they
www.ruinedorgasmsbytummypatheadrub.com.
Don't
home.
even try to register that domain. We're already on it.
We bought it. It cost.
We record
an extravagant amount of money.
We record this a week out, baby. We can buy all the domain names before they go public.
Yeah, all the domain names. We can buy all the dope names for websites.
www.pandaskickingtheshitoutofpeople.com.
Yep, it's taken, bitch. GoDaddy 97 cents for the first year, $6,000 on renewal. Why was there so much traffic? This is insane.
How many people want to see pandas kicking the shit out of? Well, actually, now that it's a rhetorical question.
Everybody, baby.
Also, watch the video. We're enjoying Natter Days.
We're enjoying Natter Days. Keep tweeting that.
Official beer of the Dapper Dads all 2019.
Keep tweeting at Natural Light. They're taking notice.
They are taking notice. You guys have been fantastic, and I want to personally commemorate all of you that have reached out on Twitter to Natural Light on our behest. We're getting some
beautiful photos. We're getting some well-written
tweets
about.
They're getting replies from Natural Light, so you guys are doing the right thing.
They're known. It's just a waiting game. we had to change our we had to add our Twitter birthday to the Dapper Dad's Twitter to follow them because you have to be 21. So I went with a comical October 31st of 1909. So we will be 100 on Halloween.
Yes.
And then Twitter was like, "Is this your birthday?" And then I got real nervous, so I switched it to 4/20/1969. And they were like, "Is this your birthday?" And I was like, "This one's reasonable."
Yeah.
So I just did it. And I mean, we're a brand. Whose birthday are we supposed to choose?
Like, we're not even two
No one
yet.
knows my birthday.
No, I mean, I guess people know my birthday.
Yeah. People know a lot about you, enough to maybe
I wanted to
possibly-
mention this on the show.
Yeah, I've been waiting to talk about this on the show.
Okay,
Because
so
for reference,
if you are just coming into this family of the Dapper Dads and do not know too much about the backstory here, roughly a year ago at this point of hearing, it'll probably be a couple weeks out, I was dumped. And on the day that I was dumped, I went to go check the mail at the house for the last time, and there was a package in the mail for me, and I hadn't ordered anything, and I opened it up, and it was a Ziploc bag of shit.
Yeah. Which is, shout out to poopsenders.com.
Which is where it came from.
You can mail different types of animal feces to someone without them knowing.
And so there has been several questions about the validity of the poop that I got. I.e., was it real poop?
Well, that you said that it had that card in it, and I've looked at that
had
website,
that card in it,
and I think
it felt real. It was cold, and it was like hardened, but it was like
you mean it wasn't overnighted fresh from an animal's ass
it
to
was,
your door.
You know, you'd think
they
I
bring
bet
a
you
cow on your front lawn,
and they just let it,
and then they just put it in the mailbox, ring your doorbell,
and then they kill the cow.
Yeah, in front of they slit its throat.
You're like, wow,
yeah,
that's a lot of
the
blood.
shit was fine, but this is insane. Do I get to keep the cow meat?
No, we keep the cow.
It's gonna rot on your lawn. They pour a bunch of bleach on it,
and I was like, not my lawn anymore, and then I went away. And so so the morning of the 9th, this is now May 9th, 2019. I look on my Facebook in the morning. I have memories. I look in the memories, and it says, roundabout, I don't know who sent me shit in the mail, but after the day I've had, I'm going to find you and I'm going to murk you.
Yeah.
Shoot to a year later, I'm at work, and this morning I had messaged the boys, and I had said, what if today is the day that the shit mailer comes forward a year later?
Which would have been poetic.
Because as we all know, I have had a hardline suspicion that it's drama here doing it.
And on everything, I did not send that.
And he does swear on everything, and as my brother, I'm willing to believe him.
I wish I had.
I wishes he had.
Like, it would have been unfortunate for the day that it happened, but I'm also curious about who sent the shit.
So on this day, I texted the dads in the morning and I said, I wonder if today is the day the shit mailer will come forward. And we had a light joke about it. We laughed about it, thought it was funny. I came home that day from work and I checked the mail because I was hoping to find my sound set ticket in the mail. Wasn't there. Whole different story. That's okay. I did have another package in the mail. It was a book I ordered. I was like, fantastic.
Nice.
I was like, not a bad day. So I went ahead and went into the house and I'm just tidying up. I'm getting ready. Me and my girl went out last night, and so I'm just getting ready. And I see an Amazon package sitting there, and I'm like, oh, must be my roommates or something. Somebody ordered something to the house, but it has my name on it. And I'm like, okay, this is odd. And there's no return address on it. So I'm like, okay, even odder. At this point, I had no suspicion that it was what I am about to reveal that it was. And if you haven't guessed, it was another bag of shit. But this one was different. This one came per Amazon. The last one was just in a manila envelope. This one was not real shit this time. It was, in fact, a small little bag that says sack of shit on it. We'll post a picture of it.
Yeah, I was hoping you would have brought the
I thought about it, but I was cleaning earlier and I set it aside and forgot to grab it on my way out. But I want to bring it down here and keep it in the dungeon with the rest of our mementos. But it is literally a small burlap bag that says sack of shit on it. And there was about 4 to 5 small little plastic pieces of poo in there. They actually looked like little cookies or like candy at first, but then I opened one? No, because I opened it and it had that sharp plastic smell, and I was like, this is not food. And then I still tried to take a bite just in case. But no, it's just little pieces of fake poo this time.
Little poo pebbles?
A little poo pebbles, some would say. One looks like a tongue because it is like long and like kind of broken off at the end, but then it has like a divot underneath it, like a tongue.
Yeah,
and
that's how all my shit's like.
I thought yours was like, I can't say it or we'll bleep it out.
Yeah.
We will bleep it out. And the other ones were just like the classic, like little round
swirlies,
but realistic looking swirlies. You know, like a cute little cat dump on the rug or something. Like these are obviously little pieces of shit that are used for like jokes, like joke shit. Like leaving a fake shit on the floor.
Obviously little joke
pieces of shit. And so in the moment, I definitely had a bit of a freak out because I was like I just
the shit mailer strikes again.
The shit mailer strikes again on the anniversary of it is what's so poignant, which means this person planned to have it mailed to the house, probably overnighted. This person probably spent express shipping, or they either are a psychopath that waited until they knew when they could ship it out and they would be like arriving on this day. Because this is poignant to have it mailed to the house. Now, one of the arguments that came up is that it was my ex that mailed it to me. Because at the time, nobody just wakes up and decides to break up with somebody. You usually contemplate it for a while.
But you break up and mail shit in the same day?
Or that's insane. But so my thought about this is my ex knows where my house is because she was there once when she gave my cat back, but there's no way that she would know like my exact address. She'd have to know the building number, my apartment number, everything like that, and then have enough knowledge to know to send it out at a specific time so it could come on that day. I sincerely believe that my ex had nothing to do with this. I believe this is somebody who knew me and wanted to send a message, and then
what do you think the message is?
At first, I thought the message was something about me and my ex. I thought it was somebody trying to say, because when I got the shit in the mail, I was like, this is a very poignant, specific message that in any other and maybe it's because of the day that it happened and the unfortunate circumstances that it happened under that I am tying it to that, because initially, I think it was somebody just fucking with me. Like, it was somebody just being like, I'm going to send him shit in the mail. And then it turned into this thing where it happened on the day I got broke up. But it has to be someone who has intimate knowledge of me, because because I keep to myself quite a bit in my personal life.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, I do keep to myself a lot. I like to keep my house safe. I like to keep the people in my house safe. I like to protect my family.
You got the chopper by the blinds.
Right. I got my stendo sitting right by the window, so when I'm at the door, I can just reach behind the couch and peel the duct tape off just in case. I also have one on my back, one on my ankle, one on the back of my neck, one in my hand as I'm talking to you. If you watch the video, I've got 5 guns on me right now and you can't even see it. But this is a person who has to have intimate knowledge of my home, because after my ex kicked me out and I got my own place, I wanted to make sure that like not a lot of people knew where I lived, just because I wanted to be.
So no one would mail you shit.
Well, honestly,
and at the end of the day, they're still able to mail you shit. At the
end of the day, somebody knows my exact address enough to mail me shit, and I want to know who it was.
So you don't have any other theories?
I have no theories about who this person is. I have absolutely no leads. I have no indication in any direction. I have no hints. I have no hunches. I have no clues. I have nothing. I have a person who sends me very blank specific mail with no return address once a year with some form of shit in it. Now, I'm thinking whoever the shit mailer was, it maybe saw the error in their ways, that maybe, it is fucked up that they got a bag of shit on the day they got their life ruined. So I'm thinking maybe this was more of a kind of fun, like, here's some toy shit. Like, hey, don't think I forgot about you, buddy. You think this was over. But so I think somebody's trying to get to me and trying to send a message, but I don't believe it to be malicious at this point.
I feel like it's lighthearted. Right. I feel like it was meant to be lighthearted.
It was meant to be lighthearted the first time. And so I think it was meant to be lighthearted the first time. The reaction to the situation was so fantastic, and the timing was, dare I say, godlike.
Yeah.
If anything.
I was driving, and then I got the text from you, and I was just like, holy shit. He got the thing I sent him in the mail.
It was you.
I was this poop sender.
You were this one?
Yeah. I was not the original one. I'll die.
So you were the second one. Okay.
This one.
All right. Good move, sir. Good move. Sincerely. Do you want to know what I did yesterday?
What?
So it actually you were the second poop sender.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I was waiting for this to say it.
Okay. I respect you because in the moment I freaked out because I was like, who's doing this to me? Like, you can...
I know, I was worried. Then I had that panic once you do a prank where you're like, what if everything goes to shit?
No, because
literal shit.
No pun intended. Out. No, like, I did freak out.
I could tell by your text that you were like, what the fuck?
Like, because, for a minute there, I was like, what the fuck? fuck? Like, I even like took a piece of shit and threw it across the house, and I was like, that's
I wish I could have seen that.
No, ask my girl about it. She was there and she saw it happen to me, and she just laughed and laughed.
Yeah, well.
And after I calmed down for a second, because at first I thought it was something to do with my ex,
Yeah.
So I was like a little on edge.
That's what I was. Yeah,
I was a little on
like,
edge that day anyway.
Yeah,
and but so you confess you were not the first poop mailer.
No, if I was, I would tell you no. I would promise on anything.
Okay. You swear on Cole's little belly.
Yeah, I swear on Cole's stupid life. I swear on anything.
Not his life. His life isn't worth much. His belly.
Well, yeah,
his belly.
His belly. All his beers, the cigarettes, the emotions.
Swear on the dad squad you didn't do the first shit.
Yeah, dad squad, anything.
All right, I'll take it.
I wish I had.
See, now here, I just want to know the identity of the second shit mailer, because after I had my moment with it, I had
the first one?
The first one, because after I had my little freak out with the second one, I kind of stood there and my girl was like, it actually is really funny. I was like, this is hilarious. I was like, whoever did this, because I even told her, I was like, I'm not even mad about it. I'm mad I didn't do it. I'm mad I didn't think of it because it's so poignant and special.
That's what I knew it was coming up, and I looked on your Facebook and I went through, because I realized afterwards you can search for keywords and posts and they pop up. So I just went through, and you post a lot on Facebook. So I was just like, come on. And I found the date it was posted. Who I did, I'm not a sociopath, Amazon Prime, you're guaranteed 2-day delivery.
So 2 days
So I
ago,
waited until it said this will guaranteed delivery May 9th.
Yeah.
And then I did it. And it was hard because I was hoping to find something. There's nothing on Amazon. I was originally going to do the real shit again. But then I fucked around too long and I didn't think it would line up, and I needed it to be on that day because that's the perfect way. And then I'm looking at all these fake shits on Amazon. I'm like, there's not one that just comes everything comes in a box, so that one looked like it was in a bag like it is, but they didn't say it was individually wrapped. So once I seen that, I was like, fuck, I wanted you to at least think it was real
for
shit.
A second.
But yeah, there's ones that come in gift boxes, but then they're in boxes that would be at a store, and I could not find just a piece of shit in a mail. So I did the best I could. I knew it would still get the point across.
I love you
and it would
so
fuck
much
with
for
you.
this. I love you so much for this. This, you genuinely got you got me really good for about 5 minutes, and then have stressed me out since yesterday trying to figure out the identity of it.
Because that's what
I'm still going to lose sleep over the identity of the original shit mailer.
They've got to come forth.
I have a theory about who the original shit mailer was.
I'd like to hear it after.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could talk about it. I think it was my ex's sister who did it, because I think her and her boyfriend sent it out as just a little joke or something like that, because
what I fully assume is that it was lighthearted, and then once it fell on that day and everything went bad, no one wants to fess up, because then it seems evil and or you just feel like shit. It's that's my biggest fear with pranks. That's what I meant. I was worried that you were at home chain smoking and
I was.
Who in the fuck?
I chugged
and you were gonna
literally
drive past your ex's house and throw the shit at her. Or something. I was literally
I got in.
Wrong.
I got it, and this is how you know my girl's a good girl. I got in and I'm stressing out about this shit, and she just puts her hand on my shoulder and goes, "Drink a natter day, okay? Just have a natter day.
If you get shit in the mail, baby, drink a natter.
Drink if you ever get something in the mail. If you ever have a bad day and something happens you don't like, or if you're having a really good day and something happens you don't like, drink a natter day about it.
Drink a natter day. They're so cheap and delicious. Paid $4 a can in Chicago.
Really? I saw how many cans you drank too.
Yeah, we got a little into it.
Yeah,
because I had to a Cubs game let out.
Yeah.
And I was driving next to Wrigleyville.
Oh no!
I cannot explain.
Oh no!
It was almost train level at a certain point.
Really?
Yeah, because I was driving up to it.
Poor
Matt.
So
many roads are. He was just fine because I was driving.
No, I'm saying he had to deal with you.
Oh, I didn't scream that much because
that much.
Well, yeah, because then the people are fucking stupid. Everybody's shit-faced screaming for the Cubs. But then I had to go so far around. They're blocking off all these streets. There's cops everywhere, which is a big trigger of mine.
Same.
So I had to go way down and fucking see it. Then I had to pee, and we found a porta potty right next to where I parked, and someone had shit all over the seat, which I didn't have to sit down. Yeah. I went to pee in the porta potty for 10 seconds, and someone gets in my car and shits.
That's old Chicago for you.
Yeah. But then, we went to the G-Man Tavern next to the Metro, and $4 a pop for a natter days.
Which is insane.
I was just happy to see it at that point. So we
these should
got
be
two, and then I think we got two more.
For how much they cost, you should be getting them for at least $1 a can. I would pay $2 a can.
Yeah, $2. I was gonna say $2, but I just seen it, and then I was like, let me get two, and then she goes $8, and I was like, well, we're here.
We're here.
And I just drank 2 that I brought to the dumpling place, which is the most exquisite.
That was an exquisite
power
photo.
I've ever done.
You with Natter Days at the dumpling place. That was gorgeous.
Perfect.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Made me a little jealous.
Yeah, after we came from Richards, and we
Yeah.
tied a couple on during the horse derby.
I
where
tried to
people
get
were
my
going
sister to go to
crazy.
Richards when we went to Chicago last Sunday, but she wouldn't do it.
Yeah, people are against it.
People
and
are so
they're
against it, even
wrong.
though it's the best bar in Chicago, hands down.
Yeah.
And I'll die on this hill. I'll fight anyone about
It's
that.
beautiful. We got to sit at the bar, and people were yelling about the derby or whatever the
Yeah.
hell, and it was intense. And I felt bad for the horses, so I just drank through their pain.
Here's something I wanted to discuss on the show that I was thinking about a lot this week because very rare because you know me, I'm not really too up to date when it comes to like TV shows and like documentaries that come out.
Yeah, weirdly out of date.
Well, I've been trying to catch up a little bit and just like watch some things that have been like highly recommended. And
Yeah,
so
you started watching MASH from the beginning?
Yeah, I did actually. I also found this great show called The Honeymooners, I think it is. Yeah.
Is there a lot of references to domestic violence in
A
it?
lot of references to travel into space. I'll say that. He definitely talks about living on the moon with his wife a lot.
That's nice.
But no, I started watching Mindhunter on Netflix.
I watched the first episode, and I was not...
I really think
into
you
it.
should give it a second chance.
That's what everybody says.
I
love serial... Well, I'm
was
interested in serial killers.
You will be most interested in the actors they choose to play the serial
Yeah,
killers
that's
because
what
they did
my
a
sister said.
fantastic job. The guy that plays Ed Kemper is spot
Yeah,
on.
I've heard
If
that.
not chubbier than Kemper, he's at least the same build. And like, I actually watched a YouTube video of the actor next to like archival footage of Kemper,
Yeah.
like talking, and he has his cadence down because they actually have it where they layered their voices over each other, and it sounds the exact same, like the same cadence and everything. So this guy had to like study his interviews to get his person. And some I will talk about this. It technically could be seen as a mild spoiler for the show, but it doesn't really give away.
Been out.
Yeah, I don't.
If you know anything about it,
right?
anything,
Yeah.
then-
So what the show is about is it takes place in the 70s before the FBI had a like psychological division, basically. Before people, this was before
there were serial killers.
because because a lot of the shows that we grew up with and were conditioned with, Law and Order, CSI, Criminal Minds, this is all psychology based, like criminal stuff. And there was a time where that just wasn't it, where the FBI was basically just like Sherlock Holmes with hunches, just trying to use the best that they could with forensics,
One of my favorite things, I like listen to podcasts about true crime or like read into it. And there was an era where like I love the Zodiac. Well, I like the Zodiac killer. I find it very interesting. It's always been my favorite one to look into. Because back then you could do whatever the fuck you wanted, and you could be so sloppy.
Get away with
and like
it.
there's so many things
there
where
was
you'll
no
listen
forensics,
to it, and they're just like the cops like drug out a dead body, and then they're like, oh wait, should we have like taken a picture of where it was? And then they're like, that shit like
they
that.
just didn't know.
Even like the John Benet Ramsey thing, which isn't even that far removed, and they fucking, if you read what they did,
just were
they're just
so
like muddy boots everywhere and closing windows that were
they're
open,
just like cops
picking up suicide
cops
or
just
notes
don't know.
Yeah,
and but
bumbling idiots.
So
is
it's
why everyone could kill people in the day.
It's really interesting to watch the show because I had never really considered a time where like understanding like criminal psychology wasn't really a thing, And so this guy is really adamant about like starting this division and like doing more research into it, and he's getting a lot of pushback from his director about it. And so he eventually a psychologist joins their little thing that they're doing at the FBI. And he starts to begin to look at like patterns that people have, and he's interviewing these killers and like trying to pick up on like similar behaviors that they all have because basically they were trying to figure out what makes serial killers do what they do so that it could be preventive and they could possibly see the signs in kids and stuff like that and stop
that little pyramid of signs with hitting your head, wetting your bed for too long,
you're hurting animals. And there's actually a scene in the show, and this kind of segues into what I wanted to talk about, where he goes to a school. And the principal is like, no, you can't use any of these words when you're talking to the kids. He can't use like rape, mutilation,
retarded.
I think he actually says you can't say retarded because like because it was like younger kids, and he's like, you know, if you say these words to these kids, they're not going to understand them. They're going to go home, and then I'm going to get a lot of phone calls from parents wondering why we were talking about mutilation at school. And so he goes and he gives the presentation, and one of the teachers pulls him aside and says that she's like, so you guys are looking for like odd behavior, because he can't say like perverted or something like that in front of the children. He has to say like odd behavior. And so the teacher's like, so you're working on like documenting odd behavior with people, you know? And he's like, yeah, that's what we're working on. She goes, well, I have some odd behavior I want to document. He's like, well, what kind? And so the teacher tells him that the principal, when children are sent to the principal's office, now the way they built the principal character, he's very diligent about his job. He's very proud of the fact that the students' test scores have gone up. He's worked as a principal for like 15 years at this school. He's very proud of what he does. He's an academic. This teacher tells this FBI agent that the kids are going to his office when they're in trouble for like fighting or doing something, you know, and he is removing their shoes and socks, tickling their feet. I'm very serious. This is a plot point in the show. And then gives them...
My principal did the same thing to me.
And then gives them a nickel afterwards.
Okay.
And so he was like, okay, that is odd. He's like, but it's not criminal. You know, it's not a criminal behavior that's happening at all. He's not technically doing anything perverted. You know, it's not like a sex crime. It's an odd thing that he's doing, you know? And so they really drive a point with it in the episode. And I think what was so just insanely creative about this is that I've been thinking about this concept nonstop since I watched the show, because
the ticklings.
They really get into it, because like he interviews some of the teachers and they're like, I think it's weird, I don't like it, it's very odd. Because they're
other teachers are like, fucking hell yeah.
Well, there's
every time we lean up against the glass in his office and we watch them tickle their feet.
Well,
I'm like, Bobby fucking gets that because he's a dick and he won't read chapter 3 out loud.
So maybe if he was a little laughy about it, we'd be
maybe
fine.
we'd relieve some tension.
Well, because
you imagine getting in a fight and then someone has to remove your socks, shoes, and tickle your feet
and gives
give
you
a nickel
afterwards?
A nickel in this age?
That's what I'm saying.
I throw nickels and pennies in the garbage.
Well, and so like there's two of the teachers that are like, this is weird and we don't like it. And then he goes to one of the other teachers. He's like, what do you think? She's like, I don't think there's anything weird with it. She's like, the kids are like really anxious when they go and they come out laughing and fine, but they learn a lesson. He's like, you don't think the tickling is weird? She's like, I think it's harmless. She's like, it's just tickling, you know? She's like, the kids don't think he's weird. The kids like it, you know? Like kids get, but then he's interviewing some of the parents and the parents are like distraught about it. They're like, I don't want...
someone tickles my kid.
That's the point I was making. That's what I'm saying.
I got to tickle the principal. We got to have an even playing field.
Well, because he goes back to the school and he tells the principal, he's like, it's my suggestion after talking to several families that you stop touching the kids. Stop the tickling.
Please.
And the dude blows up. He's like, I don't see anything wrong with this. He's like, I've been a fantastic principal for 23 years and blah, who are you to tell me what to do? And he's like, I'm not telling you what to do. I just think you should stop tickling kids. And he like gets very defensive about it. Like he's very defensive. Like, and to me, it's like, if I was a person where and I can't say that this happens to me all the time, but if I was doing a behavior that genuinely bothered people, that genuinely like this, like a social behavior that genuinely made
you tickle guys all the time.
Well, yeah, you guys.
When we're moshing at shows, I look over and I can always see you because you're tall, and you are grabbing young men, and you are when they have their arms up cheering, you just give them a hard tickle in the pits.
You can't tickle women; it's seen as assault in this day and age.
I can agree that you can't tickle women, and you do not, but it does feel purposeful, and you seem to get some sort of strong power from it.
I get lots
and it only makes the tickling intensify.
My power comes from sleeping nude in an oxygen tent.
Tent is a very loose term you're throwing around.
Well, yeah.
That's a lean-to, buddy.
Yeah, don't tell me about lean tubes. I just reconfigured an old iron lung I got at the dump.
Well, that's the oxygen in that is going to be poor quality.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic oxygen. Makes my skin glow. But the question I want, like, do you think that guy, because eventually he ends up being let go from the school board and everything for the tickling, because the school board calls the FBI
that
guy.
Fucking school board meeting about the tickling.
It's
my biggest fear is to be put in front of a bunch of people and have them be like, this guy wipes his ass standing up, and then have to defend myself.
Yeah.
It's not that weird.
As a man who had to defend himself today, trust me, I know. But I can't stop thinking about it, because technically the guy didn't do anything wrong. You know, because there was nothing else that came out on the show about like him touching kids, him being inappropriate with kids. This guy's wife actually confronts the FBI agent at his apartment, and she's like, he was a respected teacher for 23 years. We have 3 children. 2 of them are studying to be teachers themselves. One's still in high school, and somebody spray painted kitty fucker on our driveway. And it's like, I have lots of mixed emotions about it, because in a way I'm like, technically what the guy did was weird. Like, it's very weird, but he didn't do anything actually wrong. You know, in my opinion, what was wrong is that he was doing something that's more so reserved for like private family time. Like you tickle your kids at home, you know, like you don't like go.
I wouldn't. If I have kids, I'm not even touching them just to make sure.
I mean, I'm just saying, like if you, because like
I have a daughter, she brings home another daughter, I'm out of the house just to make sure nothing
nothing weird ever happens. Because I was thinking about it and I was like, I
don't need that. Mr. Drama tickled me when I was having dinner at his house.
Yeah, we have Mr. Drama. Like they're gonna give you that. You actually stretch your shirt collar for once, but like it stretches so far.
Nipple, and I'm like, I don't want
because
this
you
to
haven't
be
stretched your collars ever, and so it's just falling apart. Like it's just waiting for one stretch to fuck up, and you're just the whole thing just comes apart. But no, I'm conflicted because like if I had a child and I found out that the principal was like tickling their feet, I would have a lot to say about it. I'd be very uncomfortable. The office.
But I would have a scenario where they're like, "You can't go in there. He's taking him," and then I just kick the door in. The door's open, and I close it and kick it.
And I'd be like, "It's tickle time."
And I'm like, "Listen, Mr. Paris. Yeah, you were the teacher at Lincoln Middle School, and you followed me to East High School. Why won't you stop being my principal?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't know what this guy's talking about." And I'm like, "Sorry, principals. I have them locked in. One time my assistant principal turned around and stepped on a mouse in front of me. That was my high school. What am I here for? Tickling my kids. That's fucking crazy. You stepped on a mouse? No, wait. You're Mr. Pierce. Fuck. I'm going to come back when I can figure out
I'm going to come back when I'm not so red in the face.
Yeah. Stop stepping on mouses. Fuck. Just in the hallway.
And your kid is just sobbing.
My kid can hear it from their class, and they're just like, oh my God.
Is my dad here?
Mr. Drama.
Over the intercom, would Drama Jr. please come to the principal's office?
He's just crying. I can't go. I have to deal with it
and
at
you're
home.
like, he stepped on a mouse.
Yeah, I'm in the car on the car ride home like, sorry, I confronted your principal. He just stopped on the mouse in front of me. Fuck, that's not even the right thing. What is this?
In your opinion,
who's the principal?
Did that principal do anything wrong tickling those kids?
Yeah.
What was wrong though? Like what was wrong about it?
That's just inappropriate from what I.
But back in the 70s.
Yeah, well, they
back
used to
in the
smack
70s.
kids' hands with rulers, and now
and
we
spank
think
them on the ass with
yes.
paddles and
spank
stuff.
Them on the ass after they lick their hand. It was disgusting.
Wait about that last part. What was that last thing? To lick
when
their
I was in.
A teacher licked their hand and spanked your ass?
No, another teacher licked this teacher's hand, and then they spanked my ass.
Wait, that's somehow worse.
Because there needs to be a male and a female teacher so that nothing can be said.
But
so
did the male lick the female's hand or did the female lick the male's hand?
I'm a boy.
So she had to lick the male hand.
Yeah, the woman licked the
there's something wrong about that, making a woman lick your hand.
No, you're taking everything out of context.
I'm just taking it very wrong.
The female teacher licked the man's hand. Me and the male teacher winked at each other and nudged, and we're like, fuck yeah. And then he spanked my bare ass with his wet female.
Did he spank your bare butt back and balls?
No, he left it to the butt. It was back in the day. But when I was a kid, like I said, in my elementary school, they locked the BD kids, which are the handicapped or behavioral disorder, in a closet. Now we look back, and that's wrong. So tickling a kid's feet is wrong. I don't think teachers are supposed to touch you anymore.
No, they're not.
You get in a fight and they're trying to break it up, and then they just beat the shit out of the teacher, was what I had to see every day.
So let's take this out of the equation. Let's take like the time out of the equation. Yeah, you can't even like fucking tell kids what to do anymore, or else they call the cops.
I think even if I was back in the 70s, I would personally
like if
think,
you were
is it my kid or is it just the principal doing it? Either way, I feel the same, to be honest.
Well, I would say let's say like you're a teacher at the school, or and then in another scenario you're a parent. Do you feel the same way? Do you feel like what he's doing is wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just weird.
It's something that I can't stop thinking about.
It's weird. It's not necessarily wrong, but it is inappropriate.
Well, like, and they make the guy look kind of creepy too. He's got like the big like pedo glasses and like a short haircut, and like a
everyone
sweater.
in the 70s.
Right, that's the thing, though. You know, so like
I think it's inappropriate. I'm not saying that
I think it's inappropriate.
Kids.
No, yeah. I'm saying, do you think he deserved to get fired over it though? Do you think he deserved to lose? His, I think like his whole career. This man was like an academic.
I think he should have been asked to stop, and it should have been brought up. And if he just doesn't stop, and enough people, if I'm in the minority here, then yeah, whatever. I guess I'll just sit back like I do about a lot of things and think everyone's fucking stupid. But if enough people are upset, parents and whatnot, and it's brought up and it goes to the school board and it goes up further than that, and he's still like, if I work here, I'm tickling kids' feet.
Yeah.
Then it's just like any job you have. If you're asked to stop doing something because you're doing something
right,
weird,
and that's what I'm saying. Like if like let's
you're
just
not
say
following the rules.
because like he was so adamant about it, like insisting on doing it, like he felt like it was a good thing for the kids, and like he was really hard on it. But to me, that almost seems like guilty in a way. Like it seemed, because I was talking
when you get overly defensive.
I've been talking about this with a lot of people because
it's all you've been talking about.
Literally,
and I've been getting texts
because like
Slim needs help. He's on this tickling feet thing.
Because now there is something to be said that like when someone is innocent of a crime, you know, they will tend to like, you know, be like, what? No, like Jesus Christ, no, you know. But like if someone is guilty, they'll be like very adamant about it. You know, be like, no, of course I would never do that. You know, so like it was like him tickling the kid's feet, like the way, like was he a pedophile, and like that's how he got it out. You know?
That's what I was gonna say. Is just because he's not like fucking a child doesn't mean he's not being like sexually satisfied by tickling feet.
Right? Because
people are into all kinds.
People are
of
into
shit.
popping balloons. People are into watching women sit on balloons until they pop.
Way that he doesn't fuck kids
is like he just tickles their feet.
But there's still that's still so inappropriate because you're getting some sort of.
But like it was never it was never said that he got something out of it.
Yeah,
you know?
but
like,
I feel like if you're tickling feet and enough people are angry, you can step outside and be like, okay, you know what I mean? But if you're like that's the perk of your job is tickling.
But then he's giving the kids money.
Yeah,
too.
Which is always
like,
weird.
Because like think of
if you do something with a kid and then you give him money, it seems like hush money, and it's
right. That's what I was saying. Like because it's like okay, but it's like he wasn't like telling the kids to not tell their parents that he did it.
Yeah,
like he wasn't ashamed of this at all. Like this isn't something that he would like hide. Like this.
But that's also if you look up behavioral patterns with like shit like that,
it's
a lot of times they
make
like, it try to not seem weird. Because then kids aren't going to go feel the shame. When you're a kid and you don't know, you just feel that feeling that something's creepy. So if you're fun with it and you give him a nickel and he does it to everyone, then you're not going to think anything of it. Well, but it's creepy at the end of the day.
And like, who knows? You know, maybe because they are going to, the second season is coming out this August. So like maybe they'll elaborate on it more. Maybe something will come out, but it's like.
Yeah, they've said they've gotten all your letters and please stop writing.
It
just says answer the tickling.
I'm writing David Fincher specifically. He's like, I wrote Fight Club. I don't need this.
Yeah. I watched the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark documentary.
How was that?
It was pretty good.
Wasn't that produced by Guillermo del Toro as well? Because I know he produced the movie.
No, he's just making the movie. This is just an independent thing that's been in the works.
I didn't know. I heard at one time he may had something to do with the documentary, but I wasn't sure.
I think they wanted him to like be interviewed because they interview R.L. Stine pretty heavily, and then they just interview kind of just random people, which I knew was going to be the case, and because there's not like it's not a big enough thing that there's people to point to. So R.L. Stine was like a big get.
Like, did they get with like Alan Schwartz or anything, or like the guy that did the drawings? Did they interview?
No,
them at all?
Because Schwartz is dead, so they talked to his son, and then you learn that they had a bad relationship, so it gives like another dimension to it.
Yeah.
And then the main two characters, I guess, and Stephen Gamble is the artist.
Yeah.
He is a recluse. No one can get in touch with him. He's
really?
Never even done interviews. He did one interview one time, and it shows all his other artwork because he did stuff for all these other books, and the artwork it looks exactly the same. Like that's just his style. It didn't change anything. And it was given to Schwartz, like a preview of his artwork, and he just chose it. It wasn't like he set out for him.
Right. Yeah.
But I was curious. Yeah, no one can get in touch with him. He still is alive. He had to have approved the movie that's being made because it's taking his art and making them into.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, and they couldn't get in touch with him. They don't really have anything, which sucks because that's more so at the end of the day, the stories in the book are just folk tales. They're just
but
rewritten.
it's the drawings that make the book. If you've never personally had the chance to look at these books, these are a set of books that defined mine and Drama's childhood.
Oh yeah,
like
very much so.
If I had to pick like just a handful of things that define like who I am as a person, the fear I felt from those drawings is definitely something that shaped me as a person, because those are but then they re-released the books and they had like fun drawings.
Well, then they've re-released them again because of
the backlash.
Everybody was pissed
because it's like those drawings were not appropriate for children.
Oh no, not at all. There's
but like
no fucking way.
But it's like there was never any gore in them though. You know, it was never like gory.
Yeah.
It was never like
it touches
bloody.
On some of them.
Well, I mean, like there's like the arm holding the sausage at one point. You know,
and there's a severed head on a clothesline as the intro to the first book.
Yeah.
So there's things, because it's black and white. There's no blood per se, but it's there, and he has that really stringy art
It just
style.
looks like ghost-like. It just looks very haunted and very
and
creepy.
Like the two main people, they interview different like psychologists and artists and whatnot, all these different people. But the two main people are Schwartz's son, and who's old as fuck now.
Yeah.
And then his grandson comes into it at one point. And then there was a specific lady, because the book was heavily banned in schools because it was deemed inappropriate. And they talked to this lady who like spearheaded like a PTA or school board, whatever she was, and she's still anti it. So at the end, they have her and Schwartz Jr. talk about it, because he died like shortly after he like made the books, and he like got to see how it was starting to get controversial, and he was interested in that. They even talked to like a lady who was a librarian, and like the assistant principal comes in and he's like, we got to take this book out of here, and she like is like, no, we're not going to take this book out, and she asked for him to read it, and that's how it like went up. So it's got the lady who still stands behind the images being inappropriate for kids, which, like, that's not wrong, but I don't think it's, like, the worst thing you could see.
Well, especially in today's day and age with just how much they do put in movies and stuff like that. I mean, like, one of my favorite TV shows is Hannibal, and that is one of the goriest TV shows I've ever seen. And it was on fucking NBC of all stations.
I always had a problem with, like, the scary story shit, because then you'll go to history class and you see, like, artwork that's depicting, like slaughtering of nations, and, like, just that... all of those real life events are more graphic and inappropriate than
to me,
a book of folk tales that have been around for, because like I said, that's why the book is good, is the art, because the stories at the end of the day have been around for centuries. And you know what I mean? Like, there's really good stories, there's some stupid stories in there, it's all over the place, but the art, without the artwork, like if that book had come out as a child and it didn't have that artwork, I wouldn't have batted an eye at it.
Right.
But since it had that artwork,
because I was
obsessed with
I can remember days where, like, I don't even necessarily think I read the stories per se. I would just sit there and look at the artwork, you know?
Yeah, I have the treasury collection of all three in one book, and like, yeah, I've reread it several times, and yeah, I'll completely forget stories, but I can still always remember the artwork for it, like even for the ones that I don't pay attention to.
And to me, the scariest pictures in that book weren't necessarily like the gory or the bloody ones. Like, to me, if I had to pick like the three scariest images in my head right now that I can remember from that book, the story with the woman in the hotel that has like the thin lips and like the little eyes, that I'm getting goosebumps even thinking about it now, because I just remember being a kid being so goddamn terrified of that. The one where the preacher was in the house and it's like the girl's skeletal face, because the way that story is written, where it talks about describing her, where you could see like light in the back of her sockets and her hair just wisping very, like, I can just see it when I look at that picture, you know. And then this one's just really giving me goosebumps. The one, it's like the thing in the field or whatever, and it's like that guy,
just the eye, and you
the
see the
eyes with the like. Look at this. Like, I'm even just like thinking about these pictures, and it's giving me goosebumps, because it's like, I just remember being a kid and being so terrified, but like I couldn't.
You
stop
do the
looking.
shit where you're like, when you first read it, you're scared to even like look to the next page, because like that first rush of like, holy shit. Because I remember seeing it, and I've clearly always been this way, because I was a child and I wasn't really like shown a bunch of shit. Like, my dad had like metal albums which dabble in stuff, but I remember seeing that and just being like, I need, like, that first one with the weird head and the pipe, the clownish face that like doesn't even make sense because it's not, and then the third one where the three heads are like stretched together. There's just like, it's fucking incredible. Still incredible.
I have a very vivid memory of when I was growing up. And so I read these stories when I was a kid, maybe like starting at like 7, 8 years old. You know, I was in the kids section of Barnes & Noble and I found these books. And it was back in the day when
we had them in my school library. That's what was so funny about like seeing all the Uprising, because I would rent them or like check them out.
Yeah, I checked them out at the library and I loved them. I loved them so much that my dad bought me. But this was back in the day when all three books came in like a hollow foil like sleeve for it that had like that cat bat thing on the front. You remember that?
Yeah.
We should post that picture sometime this week, just as like for a thing. For
everyone should just, if you don't know, if you missed era,
if you're
just
like,
look
it
if
up.
you Google just scary stories to tell in the dark art, a lot of it is online, or you can look at the books. I found that there's a cassette, because I've listened to that before, and there's a vinyl record of the first story that is
beautiful.
Ungodly hard to find.
Yeah.
And the artwork is in color. And like, If anybody has a plug, I seen it online. It went for $250 previously, and that's my new holy grail.
So I read these books as like a small child. You know, they really formed me. I read them a lot. And so obviously you can tell from listening to the show that you and I are very imaginative people. You know, we have a very vivid imagination, and I think I always have ever since I was a kid. I kind of grew up on the outskirts of a small town, and so right where the house I grew up in it was like just open fields everywhere. And I used to go for like walks and runs down that road because like it was out in the country. It was nice, you know. And one time I was taking a walk, and I went for a very long walk, and I was coming back, and I was probably like, here's my mom's house. Here's like me down the road here. And it's just like huge open cornfields on either side. But like the corn had just recently been harvested, so it was just like flat fields. And when you read the story about the thing in the field, it talks about how...
I think it's called Just the Thing.
Yeah, it's like called like Just the Thing. But it talks about how like they looked over and like it was just standing in the field there. And it was just like standing and staring at them. And this, looking back, this had to just be like a farmhand out there doing something. But as a kid, I'm like 10, 11 years old, and I'm walking, and I just see a figure standing in the field. Like, he's just standing there. And I felt like he was like looking at me, and all I could think about was that story about the thing in the field. And all I could think is that thing is out there, and it has that face, and it's going to run up on me. It was one of those kid runs where you just run back to the house, and it's just that young adrenaline pump. You never look back. Your adrenaline is just pumping. You feel like you're running 500 miles an hour, you know? And I just like ran in the house and slammed her. My mom was like, what are you slamming doors for? I'm like, there's a thing out in the field, and it's gonna get me, and just like ran to my room and probably read the books again.
Yeah, I remember specifically going to my grandma's house with them in my backpack, and my youngest cousin being at her house, and me being like, come in grandma's room, I'm gonna read you these stories.
You something.
And just fucking him crying, and me being like, shut up, listen, I'm gonna read you this next one and show you this. And just fucking ruining his life. But yeah, the documentary is definitely dope to check out if you are familiar with the books. It made me nostalgic, and it made me fucking hate people who try to get rid of shit like that.
Right.
What the fuck ever. Like, if I have a kid, I'm going to hand them that book and be like, let me know how this goes, bud.
As soon as I have a kid and they're at reading age, I'm going to be like, check this out.
I'm just going to show them in their crib the pictures every night.
That's the way to do
like
it.
A real
right before bed.
But yeah, like, what kids are going to fucking see shit. Like,
right, kids just do shit anyway. You know, kids
if you ban it, I'm gonna fuck it. That's how I was as a kid. I can't get Grand Theft Auto.
I'm gonna go play it.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I can't watch South Park. I'm gonna figure it out.
I will find. Now you've made it. That's why I listen to Eminem, and I hate Eminem.
Yeah.
But I had to know because everyone was like, you can't
listen to it.
So I went to my friend's house. We listened to all of it, and I was like, this is horrible. But now I'm inside.
Now
I know. Ban something. I remember when Scary Movie, the first one, came out, and I was young, and everybody at school was talking about it. And I asked my mom and dad, and they were like, no, that's like an adult movie. And then my friend had it, so I went to his house and watched it. And he gets the blowjob in the car because kicks the girl's head down, and I was like, I don't know what that is, but I like it.
Yeah, I remember seeing Devil's Rejects for the first time and seeing Sherry Moon Zombie's bare ass, and I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I like it.
Yeah, which I want to give a big shout out to a loyal listener friend of the show, Dan, because he replied to two things that we threw out there in last episode. The first one being the targeted marketing.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw the text we got, but he sent a picture of a book with his full government name as the author. And what I did not realize at first is there's lines of cocaine chopped up on the book.
Yeah.
And it's an ad. And so I was just like, obviously I know his name. So I was like, oh, they gave you got an ad for a book you didn't even know you wrote. And then he mentioned the coke. And then I was like, and there's fucking coke on it for some reason. And he also said, when we were talking about music videos that you watch as a kid that make you feel something before you know what you're feeling, and he referenced the Lit video where they're tiny walking on a giant Pamela Anderson.
Yeah,
I think it's the My Own Worst Enemy
I did see
video.
that earlier. Yeah,
and yeah, I was like, oh fuck yeah, I used to watch that too.
Forgot
and be
about
like,
it.
I don't know what that is, but I want to walk on a giant woman one day, and I still want to. So if anybody knows,
very much want to walk.
Or if you want to
woman.
shrink me down, I'm not as big of a fan as that, but depending on how big the bosoms are, I'll get to the bottom of it.
I had a very weird thing like that as a kid where I watched Animal House when I shouldn't have. And I
watched a lot of movies.
Yeah, I watched a lot. I shouldn't have.
I watched a lot of movies with my parents and now I'll watch them back and I'm like, what in the fuck were you
like
doing?
My mom showed me like the Terminator movies when I was a kid and stuff, and it's
he's
like
naked at the beginning.
He's naked,
and then the fucking spike that we constantly talk about.
Oh god, yeah, Terminator 2, that was the one right there.
Yeah, that's.
I remember watching the Aliens movies as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Like seeing that chestburster scene for the first time.
I remember. I know I've said it before,
Blade
but
Runner.
Being in a hotel room as a very young child and the original Nightmare on Elm Street, when she answers the phone and his tongue comes through it, it was just on TV, and my parents were just watching it in the hotel room we were in, and I remember looking at that and just being like, because your brain can't even process, like, what the fuck is that? There's a tongue coming out of the phone?
Yeah.
And now this guy's gonna kill her?
Like, as a kid, you just don't understand, you know?
Yeah.
But you just want to know more.
Yeah.
I remember, like, seeing horror movies for the first time as a kid and just, like, going hog wild with it. Like, I wanted to watch all the...
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to watch, like, Sleepaway Camp. I wanted to watch Friday the 13th.
It's very confusing for a child.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what and we've said it before with horror movies. Like, when I turned like 12 or whatever, we could go to Family Video and I could get a VHS
I will never get tired of
25 cents.
Yeah.
So I would rent all the trilogies, because you find as a young kid, if you like horror movies, and then there's always titties and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're like, as a young
man, like, it's everything you've ever wanted.
Like, yeah, they're killing
gratuitous
people,
violence and
there's
titties,
boobs, and sometimes there's murder with the boobs through the bed, and like, I just need to rent more of these.
Sweaty over
Can't
here.
even, and I wasn't even jerking off. I was just
you're just
appreciating
enjoying
the
it.
female form, like we all should. Take some time, watch an old horror movie, appreciate some slopey 80s boobs.
Don't even get horny. Don't even get horny.
Yeah, don't even get to the point where then you start cataloging what point it is, and you wait for your family to go to sleep, and then you rewind the
pause
VHS,
the VHS,
and
and
you're just
fucking tugging it,
rubbing it out. Back in the good old days.
Back in the good
when it was
old
ready
days.
to come out, and I didn't have to fight for it.
I didn't have to beg for it to come out of my dick.
It wasn't a tug of war. Let's get into some submissions.
Do we want to? Let's go ahead and play this voicemail.
Yeah, let's go, because I have something to add on to that voicemail, because it comes from a piece of shit.
I was gonna say, I know we played the Boris Karloff one, right?
Yeah, we played the fucking phenomenal groundbreaking Boris Karloff one. We're getting the Emmy for that, I think. I'm not sure how it works.
Do we want to play these 4 voicemails from a do not call list?
No, I've been marking them as spam. It just says do not call, so then I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Fine, we won't call you.
I wasn't gonna anyway.
Sup, fucks. This is Curd. I'm trying to think of a fuck, marry, kill. So I'll do G-Eazy, Adam 22, and I'll go with Birdman, I guess. Alright, okay, bye.
Well, first of all, I don't appreciate the lack of an "I love you" guys at the end of that voicemail. First of all,
get it together.
Okay. Bye.
Also, who
are you in front of?
We asked for a fuck, marry, kill, and I did not anticipate.
I did not anticipate this at all.
But you did pick a
fine team of people.
It does make it difficult.
G-Eazy, Adam. So G-Eazy of G-Eazy fame, Adam 22 of No Jumper fame, and also famous for being a rapist.
Allegedly, because some things have come out about that.
Some things have come out, but
make it seem maybe he isn't bad. He's a scumbag regardless.
Yeah, Adam 22 is definitely still a scumbag.
But
and then
Birdman, who I literally this morning read a huge expose on all the people he's murdered or had murdered, along with his oil company that was
which is
fraudulent,
weird.
that he got tattooed on the side of his head and then covered up. And he also has molested several of his artists, and he had Lil Wayne have sex with a woman at 11 years old, and he forced him to do it. So just some fun Birdman
So
facts.
we'll just say kill Birdman.
Kill Birdman, yeah.
Kill
that's
Birdman.
where I was going.
So we're gonna kill Birdman. I guess I'm gonna marry G-Eazy and fuck Adam 22 because I feel like Adam 22 would be the better fuck.
I have solid points for this.
I feel like G-Eazy has enough money to keep me
G-Eazy has the
comfortable.
money, and I'm gonna just be a drunk wine wife about it.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be like,
yeah.
you never accomplished anything. Give me $10,000. I want to
You
buy
make a song
Coach
with
purse.
it. You make a song with A$AP Ferg and Cardi B, but you can't fuck me on a Thursday. How about you go do some more cocaine, Gerald?
Adam 22 has fucked several porn stars that I would like to fuck, so I think by proxy of being around his penis, I get a little bit of something.
Yeah, you know
what I mean?
Yeah, but his penis is probably awful.
I've seen it. It's on Pornhub because he has sex with his girlfriend, and
How
people
is it?
leak it. It's beefy, to be honest.
Well, at least he's got a
He
decent
has
dick.
he has the confidence of a man that has a decent sized hog. So yeah, he's got an all right penis, we'll say, and it's touched a lot of women. So I guess by touching his penis, I've kind of touched Riley Reid, and
so we're killing Birdman, fucking
we're
Adam
killing
22.
Birdman.
We gotta kill Birdman. He just shouldn't even be alive.
No, he fucking tried to kill Wayne, and then we can get Thug away from Birdman because it's bad news.
What was that Saba line about being a star, like a tattoo on Birdman's head?
I don't know, but it's great.
Yeah,
I saw Birdman live, and he just, even then, you're like, what a fucking grimy
I felt
piece of garbage.
dirty this week because I was listening to that Pivot Gang album, and I heard a Saba line that he could have made harder if he just changed a couple words, and I felt bad about it.
This is my life all the time when people, there's a better rhyme or just
There
a
is
better line.
Because what he says is like something, I'm a die like Colin Kaepernick, book smart, but she out here acting like a ratchet jit. I think he should have rhymed Kaepernick with etiquette, but she out here acting like a ratchet jit. But he says book smart.
Yeah. I've had to get over it because I'm constantly, there's a song I listen to all the time now, and I think there's just a better choice of words, and every time it twerks me a little bit. Fuck, marry, kill I saw on the internet that I think is interesting. It's Fuck, marry, kill from the live action films Winnie the Pooh, Pikachu, and Sonic, the recently unveiled Sonic. Ooh. Fuck, marry, kill the live action Pooh, Pikachu, Sonic. It's really
this is really a thinker.
Yeah.
I
think I figured it out.
Tell me yours while I think of mine.
I think I'm gonna marry Pooh because he's wholesome, he's nice for cuddles. You know what I mean? Looks the most appropriate towards the original image. I'm killing that fucking Sonic.
Yeah, we gotta kill that Sonic.
That
thing is unholy.
And then
those weird little people teeth.
I know. And then I'm fucking the Pikachu.
Just because look at how soft and cuddly it looks.
I just feel like I can just...
Yeah, I can't do that motion on the show anymore. I've been told. After the Scrappy-Doo fucking fiasco.
Well, that's just different. Pikachu you can fuck, and he's probably energetic.
Did you see...
Sounds the most like a female, I think.
Did you see that they leaked the Detective Pikachu movie online, and it just says Detective Pikachu full movie? And it's actually like the first 15 seconds of the movie, and then it's just Detective Pikachu dancing for an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I keep seeing the dancing.
Yeah, the dancing is what made me think I should probably fuck it, because it just looks so, like, cuddly and jiggly.
It just feels soft and
fun. It looks like Detective Pikachu is very soft.
Yeah, and if you fuck Pooh, you're a monster because he's a bear.
But are we fucking Detective Pikachu or just Pikachu? Because Detective Pikachu is Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I think it's Detective
So it's going to sound like Detective
so you're only
Pikachu.
sweetening the honey pie.
Oh, so you want to hear Ryan Reynolds saying, like, you got shoved that big cock in my Pika Pika ass? Like,
I think Ryan Reynolds is an attractive man.
He's a very attractive man. He's very funny, too.
Yeah, he's a good guy. People shit on him.
Overall, he's a good guy.
Two Guys, a Girl, and Pizza Place. If anyone ever watched that TV show,
Never
I think
did.
that was the first thing he did. I don't think it lasted long. But yeah, I'm marrying Pooh, fucking Pikachu, murdering Sonic.
Grisly murdering Sonic.
It's going to be.
I also stand behind that.
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid. So yeah, give us more fuck, marry, kills. Let's see if we can get it weirder.
Yeah, I want
we'll
the
also
weirdest
take, like,
fuck, marry, kill.
Appliances.
Yeah, we'll take
products.
any fuck, marry, kill you
It doesn't have to be people or
any
fictional
fuck, marry,
animals.
kill. Fictional animals is fun, though.
Anything. All right, and then some submissions to www.thedapperdads.com.
We also have that one submission from last week that we never got to.
We'll get into that as well. So first one here is from Anita Bath, and the email is coolcunt@sharonneedles.com.
Cool cunt.
Coolcunt@sharonneedles.com.
As in, like, they're a cool cunt that shares needles?
Well, Sharon is as in the female name.
Sharon Needles.
Like Sharon Osbourne, but Sharon Needles.
Cool cunt, as in, like, you're a cool cunt or you have a cool cunt to the touch?
It's hard to tell. Like that body wash that you don't realize is cooling until you put it on your balls and they feel like they're melting off.
Yeah. Then it's got the scrubbing beads in it, and some of them get stuck in your ball wrinkles.
Yeah. The submission says simply, I need more of you guys. The weekly episode and Patreon just aren't enough. So first off, thank you for being a Patreon subscriber. $5 a month gets you the good, gory,
you the good shit.
Please help. And yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Give us more money. For the right price, we'll live in your house.
We will live
sleep
in your
under
house
your
for the
bed.
right price.
And you'll find us to be boring shortly after. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this wears off
it wears off. Like, people spend time with us and they're cool for like the first couple hours, but then they're like, oh my god, these are real people that suck.
Yeah, so I mean, The idea is to have more content down the road, but we're not going to put a timestamp on it. We need money and things.
I found this week, and I wanted to bring it up with you just because it's something that we did discuss on the show recently.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
Yeah. So what I'm showing drama here is a picture of the Hamburger Helper's skeleton.
Yeah.
And what it appears to be is a very large mouth with a weird underbite with 2 small legs in the red part of the glove. And it appears to be small hands that are up inside of each finger. So we'll post it. We'll see if people find it to be as accurate as it could be, I reckon, in terms of a... we should also post this at some point on the page.
Oh, yeah, I was planning on
it. The submission I wanted to bring up...
Well, also,
there's more to it?
Well, that's it. But yeah, we have more things coming very soon. There's some things coming.
Yeah, we have some really fantastic ideas in the pipeline.
Yeah.
We just want you to know that if you love us, pretty soon you're going to be getting too much of us.
Yeah, we're hoping to get too much. We're hoping to eventually just do a nonstop live stream so you can tune in at any point. Also, if you're from the Patreon, there's good odds that you're in the area, and we'll come drink Natter Days with you.
Yeah, you want if whoever submitted this, if you want to drink Natter Days with us, just let us know. We're down. Yeah. Especially if you provide the case of Natter Days.
Yeah, if you're willing to shell out $14, we won't.
Yeah, if you're willing to shell out, that's all it takes to buy.
And we're
our
drinking
friendship.
the case.
Yeah, get your own case.
So
but like if you
get
want
yourself something,
if
nice.
you wanted to honor us with a gift when you met us, a case of Natter Days is the way. Technically, 2 cases, 1 for each of us.
Yeah,
and then you should probably grab a case for yourself because we're not gonna.
No one wants, and then get a 4th case because I'm not gonna get to that point where we're out of beers and we're just standing looking at each other.
Right, because if we drink 30 beers and we're out of beers, I don't want to sit there and just stare at you.
No,
I'm gonna need a beer to break the silence.
Yeah. So yeah, and we're out at bars and stuff. So if you're in Rockford, just hit us up. If you pay the Patreon money, we probably like you.
When are we going to the city market? The day this comes out?
Yeah, the day this comes out.
So if you listen to the show today, and
if you're
would
listening
like
in
to
the morning,
catch us,
Rockford City Market. It's the first one of the season. Before you realize how garbage the whole thing is,
we are talking about the entire Dad Squad being out, waving our bellies around, drinking some
bellies
beers.
will be out. Things will be yelled. We will be down by the fountain where I can smoke cigarettes and drink beers without people hassling me.
I will also be down there.
Also, don't
cigarettes
ambush us with any sort of confrontation because they'll fucking kill you.
We will pop.
We let
you
it
in the
slide
mouth.
once, but I will punch a person and run away. The other one we got here is right up your alley. It comes from Anonymous. They took the time to type in Anonymous, and they spelt it right, I believe.
Good for
that's
them.
a word that tricks me. The email is slimasacheapbitch@jackoff.com.
You're not lying.
The title is Jack Off Money. Anything you want to get off your chest before we get into this?
Are they implying that I got paid to jack off or paid someone to jack off?
Well, I guess I'll just read it.
All right.
Slim, you jacked off in front of me for booze and a game of cards. You cheap bitch.
I don't recall this at all, so I'm going to need you to come forward with a bit more information. What was I wearing? Where was I? What year was this exactly?
A game of cards.
Yeah, which is odd
Very
because
specific.
the only card game that I really enjoy playing outside of Circle of Death is cribbage, which is a little-known fact. Yeah.
Very little.
Fun fact, after my parents got divorced, my dad
You
had...
could say after my dad died, I got really into cribbage.
No, after my parents got divorced, my dad had no money constantly because he's terrible with it, and so we would just like rent videos and get sub sandwiches from like Logley's, and we would rent videos from the library, and we would go back and we would watch videos from the library, and then we would play cribbage. And so I can play a mean hand of cribbage. Take me to the nursing home sometime. I will have so much fun.
I would love to take you to the nursing home.
Oh, I would have so much fun playing
Well, that's
cribbage.
what's weird to me is you jacked off in front of me for booze. Makes sense.
Which
and
I
a card
know I
game.
haven't done.
And a card game. So you jerked off to be part of the card game or to watch it, or they gave you a deck of cards?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm also confused about because I would never...
The booze, of course. We've all jerked
now, listen,
off
I'll
for
jack
booze.
off in front of people. I'm not concerned about that. This isn't the part of it. I'm not upset that you said that I jacked off. It's usually you because you're the guy that's there. What I'm more concerned about is that this person is coming up with a falsehood that I jerked off for booze in a card game because, like, one, I can just go buy my own booze. I don't need you. Second of all...
But maybe you're really drunk, and again... You're out of liquor.
Yeah, but like
you want to be dealt into a hot hand of Texas Hold'em.
And I'm not saying I haven't gotten blackout drunk before. I will never sit there and say that. But what I'm saying is that I know I can guarantee you. You know what? I'm going to shake your hand and say that I have never jacked off for someone for booze in a card game.
Right.
That was nice.
That was perfect. Share this cigarette with me because I'm almost out.
Okay, yeah. We'll
peek behind the curtains.
Peek behind the curtains and watch the video. Watch me in drama. Share a Newport.
I have cigarette money. I just didn't want to stop.
I figured as much.
I'm poor, okay?
This Juul
Donate
pod
to
just
the
isn't
Patreon.
doing it.
Yeah, you need real cigarettes.
I'm thinking about picking up cigarette. I heard there's this new.
Thinking about picking up smoking.
Well, I heard there's this new organic Juul. It's called a cigarette. It's made out of like organic.
Well, that's
like,
been
tobacco?
my huge problem with Juuls from the get-go is they're delicious and fun, but how do you put one out on someone's arm to really drive a
Intimidate
point
them?
home?
How do I
You know
put
what
how do I
mean?
put a Juul on my tongue to intimidate you? I
Yeah.
just get some
How do
of
you
the
put a
juice
Juul
on
out
my
on
tongue.
your fucking tongue as a small kid outside of a venue when I'm seeing a show because I promised you $5, but then once you do it, I'd film it and I just run away
It's
back
very
into the
specific.
show because it's 21 and up. So suck my dick.
It's very
and then
specific.
you address me on a park bench later. Specific enough for you?
Did this happen?
What am I
to you?
supposed to do with Jules? Yeah, that very much happened. I have the video to prove it. And I didn't pay him.
Of course you didn't.
And then I thought a kid was going to beat me up, but then he just got on the bus. And I took a shot in a shitty bar, and I don't remember what I was there for.
Attaboy.
I think it was a death metal. Okay, you're just going to throw cherries at me?
Apparently.
I give you a cigarette, and you burn our goddamn table with it. Insane.
I'm just disrespectful, I guess.
Yeah, you're just being a bitch. Now it looks like I smoke weed.
Nice. But no, I definitely, I can guarantee whoever this person is, I did not jerk off in front of you for booze in a card game. 100%. Not me.
What if someone just said you jerked off in front of me?
I would probably believe that more, but I would want some more context about it. Because I'll jerk off in front of somebody. Like, I'm not that
When was the last
concerned.
time you jerked off in front of someone? Have you ever fully jerked off from beginning to end in front of another human being for them to witness?
Yeah, I have.
How did that go?
A girlfriend requested I do.
Yeah,
it.
they
wanted
always
they
do
always
that.
want to watch you masturbate.
And then
What's
they
up with that?
don't afterwards.
No,
'cause
and
it's bad.
It's weird.
It's
Like
bad.
I had one girlfriend. She just loved watching me masturbate for some reason. Like it was a thing. Like she
That gave me chills.
like she just but like what pissed me off about it is that like okay, if you're gonna watch me masturbate, hop in and finish it. You know, like
Yeah.
what is it about? Like I don't like I can do this myself. I do this when I'm alone when
Yeah.
I can't fuck you.
And it's not like flattering
No,
to watch
at
a
all.
man just
No,
really.
like,
if
it's-
you're
I-
really,
and-
if
and
I'm
maybe
putting on
it's
a nice
different-
show, I might lean back so there's less belly.
like flex a
And
little
I might-
bit. And
I
like,
twist my hand and give it. Yeah, I'm gonna look at you. I actually am not gonna look at you. I'm gonna pretend you're not there, as I'm illuminated by an
Get that
episode
little-
of Jerry Springer.
get that
the
little lip
TV
thing
show.
going where you're like
Yeah,
it's really just squeezing it.
yeah. You're spitting some dip onto the tip of your dick and a couple
It's the only way.
feathers
to do it.
of dip. I guess.
$100 to the guy
that.
that spits dip on their dick at the cabin this year.
I hope there's no dip at the cabin this year.
But no, I've jerked off in front of people before, but I've never jerked off in front of people for money. I will say that I've not booze or.
Are you
card game,
opposed
not
to
for
it? You're taking a firm stand. I think you need to.
I'm not taking a firm stand against
How much
it.
money?
How much?
5 people in a room.
Okay, $20 each.
Okay.
It's $100.
Yeah.
$20 each. Everybody pitches in. I'll jack off in front of you. You know what? I'll put that out on the show right now. If you and your
$100, people.
if you
find
and your
4 of your friends,
$100,
get
I will
$100
jack off
together.
in front of you.
that is a low rate.
I mean, it's
You
fair.
think I go low on sexual things?
Hey, I need money right now. Okay.
It's true. Give some $100 and he'll. So if one person, do you cut him a deal or is it a firm 100?
Firm 100. That's why it's
You
better
won't
to
do
get
like a
group.
95 to kick back a little bit.
Where the fuck are you gonna conveniently get $95 and not $100?
It's not that hard.
But I mean, like you're going to an ATM before you come over and watch me jack
No,
off,
you have-
and you pull out
no.
$95.
If you're taking money to pay a man and watch him jerk off, you've had it sitting because you're so hyped about it.
Yeah, it's been
You know,
it's been
it's
in a
not
little
like a-
bank envelope
It's
on the
not like a
dresser.
shit.
all
I
day.
gotta swing by the bank real quick to get some jerk off money.
Yeah, $100. I don't know. Yeah, I'll jerk off in front of you for $100.
Is
Anybody?
it more? I think it should be more for a person. One
One
but
person?
5 people see it. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's hard to call.
For 5
It's
people,
100
$20
going
each.
rate.
Yeah.
Is it just 100? Can the amount of people fluctuate then?
I'm gonna say base rate 100. Every additional person is another 20.
So
like
over
if I'm
5?
over 5, it's still $5 a person, but I won't do it for less than 100.
$5 a person.
Five people. I won't do it for less than $100.
See if you trip them up enough, you'll be able to get a good rate.
I won't do it for less
I
than
just
100.
jerked off for $25 in front of a bunch of people.
I will jerk off in front of you for $100, no less. Up to 5 people, more people, $20 a head. Actually, you know what? I'll cut a deal. First 5, $20 each. $10 for each person after that.
Wow, if someone doesn't take up on this, I'm gonna
That
have
is
to
a
make
2
more
for 1
friends.
deal for
I'm gonna have
parties.
to make more friends. at a show. Hey,
Yeah.
you want to come back to the hotel and maybe spend $10 on watching this guy really rip it off?
And I'm just like drunk and yelling.
You're like,
I bet he can't even get it. I bet he can't even get it completely hard.
We're gonna
right
have
now.
to
He's
flick
so
his
drunk.
balls. We always have to do this. He can't go to sleep unless we flick his balls.
Yeah, $100. Yeah, get at me. Somebody get at me. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Speaking of sexual things, we got a text.
We did get a text. So what this is from an avid listener of the show who just very recent, who I was finally able to drop off their fantastic merch for. Finally.
Buy some merch comes in mad late. Win some merch comes in never.
Comes in never. But the submission
You
says,
won merch? Well, I don't recall that.
The submission says the great white bitch and I came across some Dapper Dad style content on Wish for you and the guys to take a look at. So obviously this is a little more strenuous because you, the listener, aren't seeing it, but we'll post these. First was the description of this product. Now I want to describe this picture. It is a collage of items for what appears to be a penis enlargement. I think it's a cream because they show three tubes of cream.
Gets right in the bloodstream.
There is a picture of a man's very large dick in his hands, whitey tighties. There is a silhouetted picture of a man and a woman where she is pulling his underwear and looking at his penis. There is a picture of a woman with red lips and black and white eating a red strawberry.
The most confusing one.
And then there is a penis enlargement graph, we'll call it.
Yeah.
That says get your penis bigger naturally, and there's three penises that don't appear to get bigger and the balls are very respectable on there. That's a handsome set of balls.
Yeah.
But then I would say swollen.
I think my balls look like that.
Interesting.
I've been told I have large testicles.
Mine have some hands.
That makes my penis look pathetic. It's what a lot of people say.
But then it is a upscale of the penis getting longer but not girthier. So it really just kind of looks like
what we all want, a big, freakishly long dick that isn't wide at all.
And it has, at the point of this screenshot, I did not notice this, it had 6,292 views that day. And it is $2 for, and let me read this description to you folks. Do you know where she wants? ? Deeper and deeper. 3 exclamation points. Come here. 2 exclamation points. Give you king's size.
Is the cum spelt traditionally or like?
It is spelt traditionally. It is not spelled in the gross way.
Respectable.
Very respectable. This is a product that works.
Yeah. I know it does because I've been using it.
We've been trying.
$2 is a solid. $2 to grow your dick? Who's not going to throw some money
My
at
dick
that?
looks like Bart Simpson's neck when Homer strangles it in that Gypsy episode.
Real noodle neck scenario.
Yeah, real noodle dick out here.
I mean, yeah, if we can get a long...
The next picture here is an item that boggles the mind.
It looks like the... Okay. You just ordered 6 of them?
Apparently.
Hopefully no shit comes in that package.
The description is 12 rotation mode licking toy, vibrator clitoral stimulator, erotic sex toys for women, female masturbator, adult sex toys.
It looks like picture the portable fans you can get,
but
and then instead of the
fan
fan blades spinning, the fans look like little cat tongues, which I'd like to know the
softness of these blades.
Yeah, I'd like to know the texture of the tongs.
And my biggest qualm with it is that I not just how stiff whatever those blades are, but is this something you could apply to your dry vagina? Do you need to have lubrication for this? You know,
I mean, I could probably just smack it around.
Well, because like
my question is, how fast do the fucking things go?
Now it says 12 rotations, so does that mean it's 12 tongues, or is it 12 speed?
12 tongues.
Yeah,
12 speed. You don't need 12 speed.
Now, if you take
you need it to be like a fan.
Now, if you take
high.
a look on the buttons here, it appears to have a power button and then like a fan button.
So, yeah, that's to get it started.
But do you think you can like press it and it or do you like hold it down and it goes more? Like if you've, we'll be posting pictures of it. But if you've ever used a sex toy like this, I want to know.
Used something that smacks your vagina.
And then
please get out of
maybe don't.
Or if it smacks your asshole, I guess.
But then
just your balls slightly.
The third picture is another descriptive picture for this tongue masturbator, I guess we'll call it, showing a very smug baby laying there, giving you
most confusing
you a kind of look that says like you want to try this toy.
Hands crossed.
I think I just put it together. if you take a look at the picture, it has like that line going from the pacifier to the tongue. So because it says food grade safety silicone material. So I think the implication here is that the blades are the same consistency and softness as like a pacifier.
So that's the best example you could find out of everything on this
you
man-made
put a picture
Earth?
of a baby with
You
a
could just put
pacifier,
a pacifier?
with not even a clear arrow drawn. It looks like somebody took MS Paint and like drew a line with it.
Yeah.
But then it has
looks like that long penis from the previous image.
But then it has 3 pictures. One is a person that appears to be like sleepy in a bed with it crossed out. One of a woman holding her nose and it's crossed out.
In between her knuckles.
In between her knuckles like this. Where, hey, I could actually still sound somewhat... Okay, wait, there it is. Yeah, there's the nasaliness. And then the less is a skull and crossbones.
Yeah, which is the most intimidating
So
one.
if we were to add
it
these
reminds
pictures
me of
up...
the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, but instead it's sleep no evil, smell no evil, death.
No sleep, no smell, no death?
I guess so. Yeah, the
because
sleep one is somehow the most confusing.
Because it says food grade safety silicone material. I will say that is where the baby thing comes from.
Put that together.
The only thing I can think they're trying to get here is at non-toxic, but that would be what the skull and crossbones are for. No, odor is the nose.
Yeah.
Easy to clean. I don't get how that correlates with the bed.
I thought the sleeping, when you initially showed me this when we got it last week,
like it'll
meant
just wear you the fuck out.
I thought it meant don't, under any circumstances, use it on someone who's asleep. And like we were talking about when we seen it, everybody knows, whether you're female or male, if you're sleeping and you're next to someone and you've got the butt against the crotch and you wake up in the middle of the night, you're going to give it a couple thrusts, just a couple grabs, just to see if anyone's interested.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
it's
if they're
like,
still sleeping,
it's like
back
putting
off.
out a Facebook event and being like, we don't have the details. We're just trying to get a head count. You're just trying to see, are you interested? If not, I'm going to go back to sleep. But if I get just a little movement, I'm going to keep going until I'm told you're not interested or I hear you snoring. I'm not going to get creepy with it. But under no circumstances should you use the Lickmatic 12,000 on a sleeping partner.
Person. Yeah.
You don't want to be like, I know what she needs. She said we need to spice up the sex life, and then you just turn on that fan blade and let it slap her ever so gently while she dreams of puppies and rainbows.
Yeah.
Or a dream I had 2 nights ago. I've been waking up, not screaming, but not happy.
I get that. I've been having weird dreams myself recently. I keep waking up and I don't know where I am.
Yeah, that's just normal. 2 nights ago, I had a dream that I was with a black metal band, 2 people.
Okay.
We were outside of my elementary school. Then we went in a house, and then I believe I became one of the people that I was with. It's confusing. But what ended up happening is I was very drunk with the other guy, and he pulled out a knife, and he started cutting my thigh a bunch. Not like stabbing, but like
slits?
slicing, like just like this. And like cutting the shit out of it. And I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, and I woke up and I wasn't pleased.
Yeah, I get that.
But I also recently woke up to the curtain rod falling on my head Monday morning at 5:30 a.m.
That is the best way to start a Monday.
I was furious. And then I screamed because I assume every night when I go to bed, there's a chance that I might be awakened with someone trying to kill me. That's just how I function. That's just how I operate.
That's just normal.
And so to finally, it's got to be top 3 most jarring ways I've ever woken up. I thought I was being hit with something. And although I like to constantly think that in a moment of panic and I wake up and someone's in my room, I'm able to jump up and, disarm them and probably kill them because when in Rome. And what it proved to me is the curtain rod falling on my head. I just screamed like a girl and was like, what? And I would die. So don't break into my house because I apparently am not ready to fight.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
I was upset. But yeah, that's how you start a week. Curtain rod to the head. What I'm saying here is do not under any circumstances use the Lickmatic 12,000 on a sleeping partner. Unless they're into that and you've previously said, one of these nights this week, baby, I'm going to wake you up with this.
With the Lickmatic 5,000.
Yeah. How much is that?
I think $15.
All right, because I kind of want to buy it.
Yeah, I kind of want to buy it just to see. You could buy the penis enlargement for $2.
Well, I've got a couple orders for that. It said it'll arrive within the next 3 years from China,
which is crazy interesting.
I know at some point within the next my 5-year plan is at some point I get dick cream in the mail and I'm a new man.
And it is over for you, baby. You're gonna get your guts rearranged.
Yeah. Do you jerk off with the dick cream just to kill 2 birds with one rough jerk off.
I
Because that seems like it makes sense. You don't want to apply a cream to your flaccid penis. I think you need to have it erect.
You gotta be. I feel like it'd be fine to jerk
everywhere.
off with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like jerking off with
Then
lotion.
it gets in the head, and it burns
that's what
worse
makes it
than
big.
anything.
That's what makes it huge. Is the
It swells on the inside.
Yeah, it's
fluffs it up.
This is what it is. It's an irritating cream that makes your dick just swell.
Oh, I know a bunch of girls who have that. Just kidding.
That is the best joke we've made on this show in a couple of episodes.
Okay, I thought it was all time.
No, all time. It's a tough one. We got a lot to but in recent memory, that is the best joke we've made on this show.
That's because all we have is recent memory.
Yeah, true.
What's a good joke from episode?
Don't do this to me, please.
That was after the 1 year, and that was a good one. I do remember that was a good one. I'm like an old man. I do recall. I do declare we've had quite a longevity.
I do declare we've had quite a day.
Episodes. Yeah, I gotta know what's up with the Lickmatic. Donate PayPal
$15
or dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com. I forget how PayPal works. You can Venmo me personally, but it's my full government name.
I'm gonna pop a quick wish here, and we're gonna see how much it is with
We're
shipping.
all popping a quick wish, to be honest.
What do I look for here? Licking sex toy. Here we go.
Oh, wow. Instantly.
I'm trying to find the exact one because I remember. Good God, some of these images. Yeah, I recall this. If you ever just get the chance, just take a look on Wish at some of their sex toys.
This is Wish.com. You can download the app from the App Store
because they have a lot of interesting.
They have a lot of interesting shit in general.
Look at the example for this.
I know. I see that one a lot. Also, like I said, I always see the one where you buy the plastic thing to keep a mouth open, and I feel like I would feel bad about that.
It didn't come up under licking sex toy.
Weird.
Let's just try sex toy.
Oh, you're opening up a floodgate.
Sex toy fan?
No, that just sounds like a club you could be a part of.
Yeah, this is a lot of underwear I'm finding.
Yeah.
Gosh.
We'll do the research and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, basically,
there's a good price point.
Okay, once again, the Spider-Man mask on glow wheels came up for $1. I don't know how.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll be getting the fan thing, but first we got to get a couple of these Spider-Man masks.
This is 18 and it makes noise.
Huh. I'm not going to put my dick in a thing from Wish.com.
I would gladly put my dick in a thing from Wish.com. I don't know what you're talking about.
Different lives.
We could get some of these free little jiggly penis guys to put everywhere.
All right, we'll look into this later. Have you ever come across a penis pump, and would you be willing to throw your dick into one?
Come across as like in person or?
Yeah. Have you ever seen a penis pump?
At like Secrets at like the sex shop.
Do you know anyone who's owned a penis pump?
No, I don't know anyone that's owned one. Do you?
No, but I did. Did you ever watch the show? What the fuck was it called? Naked Dating, I think. It was on VH1 just a couple years ago. It had a few seasons. It was one of my just trash
shows,
reality shows. It is take people, you can sign up to be on it like any VH1 reality show. They put you on an island and you go on dates with people and you're completely naked. And you go on I think it's 3 dates, and then you pick who you like, and then they can go on dates, and then more people show up to the island, and there's so much drama and tension, and everyone is constantly completely nude all the time.
Okay.
It's a phenomenal show. If you can watch it, I'm sad.
What do they do about all the boners on set?
There are references. There's just a lot of blurred out shit, and it's just phenomenal. They get an old guy. They get there's so much drama, so much relationship turmoil. This guy fucks. The people are fucking each other.
Well, you're naked all the time.
Yeah, it's incredible. And they make them do weird activities. The dates are set up so you're going to do something, and it'll be something that's very weird for you to do naked, like parasailing, and you're falling, and your wet ass is slipping around. And it was top notch television. I have no issues with admitting it was one of the best things I've ever watched.
All right,
but specifically, there's a guy who brings a penis pump, and the way it usually works is they'll have the main person, well, for this instance it's a girl, and you learn a bit about everyone. So she goes to the island, and then she walks over to this certain point and she disrobes, and then the other person will come up naked, and it gets their first interaction. It's always funny because they'll always just be staring each other in the face while they're talking,
look down.
Nice to meet you. And some people go in for hugs, and you get to see how awkward that is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they don't look, and then you can see when they finally glance, and some people are let's just look at each other, and it's very interesting. One guy comes with a penis pump, And I don't think it's the first date he goes on, but it's one later. So he's off because it's kind of like woods where they meet. So he's off in the woods.
Pumping his dick. Well, and I'm sure you've seen videos of pumped penises before.
And that's what I want to say about this is then he walks up and the girl is, then it has like the, you know, confessional thing where they talk or like their interview. And she's like, his penis was alarming. It was so scary because it's just like, it
huge
makes it
and
huge
engorged
and like red and puffy.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he does that, and then he, like, talks about it, and he brings the penis pump back, and he's like, he does it in front of the people, and is like, does anyone else want to try it? And I'd never had thoughts about it.
A communal penis pump?
Yeah, which I don't know how you clean it, or
yeah,
I don't know how often you're pumping, or, like, what. I know there's, like, other benefits to it. I always think of a fantastic little film called Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo, which is still such a good movie, and I've gotten in heated arguments about this.
My dad loves that movie.
It's so ridiculous, but there's the guy, the evil guy is all because he had a penis pump in school and he overpumped it and blew up his dick, and that's why he became an evil villain that killed gigolos. And that's the only other reference I've ever really had for penis pumps. Yeah, I've seen the videos, but I'm like, I kind of want to give it a whirl.
You want to try
just
one?
See what the fuck happens. You know what I mean?
Pop
like,
a quick Amazon, see how much they cost. Go 50-50 on one?
50. Well, I call dibs first.
Yeah, but clean it out.
I don't. It's not going to be dirty.
I'm not expecting
it's just full of cum.
Just
I'm like, hey, if you pump it longer than it says, it's kind of cool. I also have just like you see me in my shorts and it's just like
it's just ridiculous.
You're like I
those
don't think
dudes you see in the spandex pants that have had like penis enlargement surgery.
Yeah, that guy that has the biggest penis and he always wears those silver pants and he's just constantly flexing.
It.
And then he's like, I can only put like a sixth of it in a woman, and that's like a woman who's really going to town. Like I have to like fuck her from the other side of the room because I've got this 15-inch cock.
My dick's
is that
so
the
big.
biggest one?
15-inch?
Yeah, I think that's like the.
I think it's like that Danish guy, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
like
that really weird, sad-looking guy.
Yeah, because he's sad because his dick's too big.
Yeah, I mean,
because imagine pulling out a 15-inch penis,
and you can only put in
woman.
like that much of it.
Yeah,
you know, because I mean, like
you're never getting it sucked.
There's no, not all the way. At least you're getting like that weird tip sucking.
Yeah,
that nobody
and
likes.
that's just a girl who's just using you for your weird penis to say that she did it. And think about the blood that's got to go. Like, can you ever get like as hard as like an average size?
I don't think
penis?
he can. I don't think he would have
kind of lackluster.
Like a real like.
It's like that real mandingo.
Real hefty
and they're always
chubber.
Just kind of like.
Because like you just don't have the blood in your system for it. You know,
shouldn't.
I mean, you shouldn't.
Yeah, no one needs that much blood. What do you do with it when you're not erect? You're just over here full of blood.
You look real skinny when he gets a full erection. Like he's just like,
yeah, he's like a vampire that saw the sun.
Just real but perfectly hard 15-inch cock.
You pass out every time.
That's a curse.
Yeah.
At that point, that's a curse.
You wake up and you're like, how was it? And she's like, it's too much. And you're like, that one, I read an article about a kid who got a penis reduction because I think he had to wait till he was 18 so he could like do it because his parents were like, oh, his dad was probably like, you're not getting rid of that huge dick. That's a family heirloom.
He's like, that's my claim to fame.
Yeah, my son's got the biggest dick. But they said it was football-esque.
In size and
in
texture?
Everything. Yeah, it was very scaly and no, apparently it was just small at the bottom,
bulbs out,
and then pointed
tip.
And they like reformed it, and they didn't take any like length away, and they made it like kind of just like like when girls get fake boobs and they like
like a breast reduction or something.
Yeah, and they make them a little bit nicer. So yeah, now that kid's got a regular dick, and that kid's just cleaning up.
Yeah.
You don't want to fuck the kid who had the football dick, and he's got like a reformed, man-made, like perfect penis.
Yeah, because at that point it's manufactured.
Oh yeah,
it's perfect. This isn't made by God in your mom's belly. This is made by. Oh, no, this is made by man.
God couldn't make anything.
God couldn't make a dick this perfect.
Football. But then I'm like, so
yeah,
what
God gave him the football dick. Man gave him the good dick.
Yeah. What were you putting that in? Joggers?
Like
You're
what?
Just resting in the bottom of some hefty joggers?
Because he was a teenager. So like imagine
the ridicule.
The ridicule, and then imagine the locker room talk, and then imagine like being in. Imagine your
gym shorts and you're running track, and your football is flopping. Oh, it's not even flopping. How big are the
everyone's
shorts?
Just staring.
Yeah. I mean, he probably got
picture like you're in line at like a restaurant that you frequent. You know, I was gonna say Chipotle because I go to Chipotle.
I was gonna say, why am I in line at a restaurant? I'm sitting down.
You're sitting down at a restaurant. Group of kids,
and I'm sitting on my football dick.
No,
like a
group of kids
books.
walk in, just rowdy teenagers, and you're like, God damn it! But you look over, and you see this kid in joggers with just a football shoved in the front of his pants, just staring at it.
And then you're a creep. You're a pervert.
And then like you go home and like lay the other way in the bed from your girl because like you can't even talk to her because you know she's thinking about that football dick that she has no idea. We're all thinking about that football dick.
Oh, you can't look at me when I get out of the shower because I don't have a huge football dick like that kid.
And she's like, what?
What? What? Yeah, my wife left me. She saw a 17-year-old football dick.
Decided I wasn't a man anymore.
Yeah, no one made mine. God made mine, and he failed me, and that's why I hate him, and I can't wait to go to heaven and fight him, where I finally get my football dick in heaven. I'm gonna kill myself. If I can't have a football dick, I want to fucking die.
Amen to that. I'll drink to that. If I can't have a football dick, I would just want to be dead.
All right, so PayPal us the money. We'll buy the pussy flicker and I guess a penis pump, and we'll report back with.
Yeah, give us money so we can buy sex toys to use on each other.
Yeah, we'll report back. Do you not want a Dapper Dad's review sex toys segment?
Yeah, come on, you know you do.
If the penis pump makes my dick big enough, I will post it to the Facebook page.
You know what? If it makes our dicks bigger, we'll post them on the Patreon.
Yep, and no one's gonna see it because
no one's gonna see it
make it
because
big enough.
we can't
They're
possibly.
so small. They're so little.